court calls the state of Alabama versus Invitesum Bunny.
Your Honor, the state calls Nick Longshore. Mr. Longshore, did you have an opportunity to observe an individual taking produce from a farmer's location?
I did.
And were you able to identify who that person was?
I was.
And did you have a conversation with law enforcement about identifying who that individual was?
Yes.
And did law enforcement meet with you and discuss the nature of the identity of that individual?
Yes, I did.
Did law enforcement provide you with a lineup of 6 people in which you were able to identify the perpetrator of this crime?
Yes, I did.
And were you able to pick that person out of a lineup?
Yes.
And have you had an opportunity to observe the individuals in this courtroom today?
Yes, I have.
And is the person that you observed stealing that produce sitting in this courtroom today?
Yes.
And could you identify that individual for the judge?
Yeah, it's the giant bunny sitting right there.
Objection, Your Honor!
On what grounds?
Your Honor, that's horribly damaging to my case. Horribly! Now, Mr. Longshore, are you certain that you had a clear view of the farm area?
Yes.
And I noticed you wear glasses. Is that right?
Yeah.
Were you wearing your glasses that day?
I was, actually, yes.
Was it the same glasses, Mr. Longshore?
No, actually it wasn't. These are new.
That's because you had a hard time seeing, isn't it?
No.
Were they your glasses?
They were my glasses.
Well, Mr. Longshore, was your view obstructed in any way?
No, Mr. Woodall. My view was not obstructed in any way.
Mr. Longshore, isn't it true that you have a deep-seated hatred for Bunny?
Deep-seated hate, that's pushing a little too far. I mean, that's, no, not deep-seated hatred. No.
Now, Mr. Longshore, you do in fact carry a rabbit's foot.
Who doesn't?
My client doesn't. Now, Mr. Longshore, are you certain that was the same bunny?
Yeah, I'm pretty certain. Not many 6-foot bunnies walking around town wearing basketball jerseys. Yeah, I've seen them.
And your wife, in fact, is a known killer of bunnies.
That's a long time ago, and she's past that now.
No further questions. Your Honor, I call the defendant Invitesum Bunny. Mr. Bunny, are you familiar with the Longshore farm? Mr. Bunny, have you ever been to the Longshore farm? Mr. Bunny, were you present at the Longshore farm at any point? Now, Mr. Bunny, lastly, did you steal or take any produce from the Longshore farm? No further questions. Your witness.
Mr. Bunny, isn't it true that your diet consists entirely of carrots? And are you also aware that this Longshore family farm is renowned for their apples that they grow? And isn't it true that at no point in time in your life have you ever eaten apples? Mr. Bunny, are you aware that you were stopped by law enforcement and your vehicle was searched? And sir, are you not aware that inside your vehicle was found one of the renowned Longshore family apples? And isn't it true, sir, that you stole this apple from the farm that day?
Mr. Bunny, would you please stand? I find the evidence overwhelming of your guilt. I hereby sentence you 30 days as the administrative assistant to Matt Brooks.
Ha ha ha.